Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, people. Hope this message finds you all well. I'm doing great. Out in nature as usual, guys. I'm having my breakfast. Pardon me, by the way. Let me enjoy my breakfast. But anyhow, I want to take a moment to share a quick message, guys. And the message is on why we always find ourselves in difficult circumstances, right? Chosen ones, empaths, right? Pre-awakening and post-awakening. Why do we always find ourselves around difficult circumstances? And this message is inspired by the last conversations I had with people. Okay, it seems everybody is questioning why their life is the way it is, why their family has turned on them, why their friends have backstabbed them, why their significant others have betrayed them, why their business partners have screwed them over. Guys, it's endless, right? And I want to make you aware, guys, as a chosen one, your life is not meant to be easy, okay? How are you going to help inspire the world? How are you going to have a testimony if you have an easy life? If God gave you your life on a silver platter, guys, if you ain't have to do nothing, okay, how fun will it be even? If you didn't have to do anything and your life just manifested, beautiful life just manifested, how fun will it be? That's aside from the fact that you need to build testimony, guys. You have to have a testimony, okay? There can never be a testimony without a test, okay? And so, if you find yourself around a lot of difficulties, if you find yourself around a lot of difficulties, a lot of difficult circumstances, if you find that your life has been heck, right? Your life has been hell, okay? There's a reason for all of this, okay? Because one thing I've noticed, guys, one thing that I could tell you guys, is that God will place you in these circumstances for a reason, okay? Let's take some of the ones who came before us, okay? Let's look at the Bible. They threw Daniel into the lion's den, right? He came out alive, unscathed, right? Look at Jonah. He was swallowed by the whale, right? And then a couple of days later, the whale spit him up, right? Guys, you're not the first one. You're not going to be the last one, right? But understand, guys, you are around these difficult situations. You are around these difficult circumstances for a reason, okay? It could be your light is needed in that area. It could be a lesson that you need to observe in that area, all right? Whatever the experience might have been for you, it could be that you needed to make an observation, okay? You needed to learn a particular lesson, okay? One area, many of us find ourselves around narcissism everywhere we go, right? The job, at school, in the society, everywhere we go, we find ourselves around narcissism. Guys, this is because we're still learning, okay? We're still grasping the idea of narcissism, all right? And so don't question why God puts you in, God makes your life difficult and whatnot, okay? Guys, I'll tell you, God is not going to give you something that he knows you can't handle, okay? Again, God is not going to give you something that he himself knows you can't handle, Okay, he's your creator. Huh? He knows your limits. He knows your capabilities. All right. God is not going to put you in an environment that he knows you not survive. All right. So you may face homelessness. All right. You may battle homelessness. You may battle addictions. Okay. You may find yourself working in the devil's playground. Maybe you working in the entertainment industry. Okay. You stripping. Huh? You're selling drugs. Whatever, guys. Okay. You are in these industries. You are in these environments, guys, to make an observation. All right. And one thing I shared this a while back, right? I said intelligence is a biggest part of any warfare. Okay. And so I said that to say that you go into, okay, you are going into the war zone. All right. Just like how God, they placed Daniel in the lion's den, you are going into the lion's den. Okay. God is placing you in the lions den so you can observe the lions and how they operate. Okay, so you can observe the enemy and how they operate, the enemy and their agents and how they operate. Okay, so you may find yourself around these types of circumstances and you're wondering how I'm supposed to be chosen. I'm an empath. I'm a good person. What am I doing in this situation? What am I doing in these environments? Okay, guys, if you ever find yourself in one of those situations, then become aware. Okay, first things first, you need to build your testimony. Okay, that's one. You need that experience to build your testimony, but do not lose the fact that you're there as an observer. Okay, you're not there because you are part of that. Okay, you can never do bad things, chosen ones. Okay, even if you accidentally step into something like that, guys, at some point you're going to make a U-turn. Okay, and that's the difference between an empath, a chosen individual, and a regular individual. A regular individual is not going to see no way out. They're going to keep going, keep going, keep going until they tap out, right? But you as an empath, on the other hand, guys, huh, you're going to at some point make a U-turn. Okay, you're going to do a complete 360 and go back the opposite way. All right, this is essentially when your purpose in that environment has been served, when God feels like you've learned enough. Maybe you've got some bumps and bruises. Okay, you've got some scars. Okay, maybe you got some bumps and bruises. Okay, you picked up a few lessons. Okay, at this point, guys, you will be removed from that environment. Okay, so if you find yourself in these environments, guys, understand exactly what's happening. Okay, the current state of your life is right where it should be. Okay, it's right where it should be. And if you're observing, if you're seeing these, if you're receiving messages like these, guys, it's time to work your way out. Okay, it's time to work your magic and work your way out of there. Okay, so you may find yourself battling with, like I said, addictions, homelessness, all of this. Guys, chosen ones, you're not, we're not perfect. All right, we're not perfect. Huh? We got scars. Okay, because we go through the battles. Huh? And so, take your bumps, take your bruises. Huh? And one thing I can tell you is that the divine is never going to give you something that he knows you can't handle. Okay, so you find yourself around these areas, around these environments, guys, look at it a different way. Okay, don't look down on yourself and say you're a bad person, judge yourself and all of those things. All right, you are there for a season and for a reason. You understand? I'll say that again. You are there for a season and for a reason. Huh? And when this season and this reason is over, you will be removed from that environment. All right. So chosen ones, huh? You're not perfect. And I promise you one day you're going to look back and say, wow, I came a long way. So let me go back and finish my breakfast, guys. Huh? Hope I made it clear enough. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section. Oops. And if you're new here and you find value in this message, then by all means, stick around, because there should be another video or playlist popping up somewhere here. Stick around and get more information. Stick around and get more information on the awakening journey. Get more information on narcissism. Other than that, I'll leave this here, guys. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings.